Geary's Brewing Company in Portland, Maine, today on Here for the Beer.
I'm David Geary, president of the D.L. Geary Brewing Company in Portland, Maine. We've been brewing beer for 24 years, since 1986, and we are New England's oldest craft brewer. In '86, with just the 24-barrel system, mash tun, and then later on we expanded to build a 50-barrel. So we run two systems simultaneously, and when we're at our busiest, we run two shifts. So we're looking for a 100-barrel system, but I don't know where we're going to put it. We have a 22,000 square foot brewery in an 18,000 square foot building, so so we're pretty bursting at the seams. Altogether, including seasonals and full-time products, we brew 12 different beers, all of which are available in bottle, on draft, and in cask. And cask is one of the most exciting things that we're getting involved in. We're doing quite a bit of cask work in New York. We've expanded into several of the best beer bars in Manhattan and Brooklyn, and doing a lot of cask beers there. We brew traditional beers and traditional styles. I don't open up my fruit basket or spice rack very much, although we have done a couple of experimental things in that regard. We're a traditional brewer. I trained in England and Scotland, and I make the kind of beers that I like. We make a couple of extreme beers. We've knuckled under the tyranny of the hop, and we make an imperial IPA that is fairly brutal. I refuse to drink it because it's just too strong. It's 8.2% alcohol and dry hopped 3 times, and extremely hoppy beer. Some people like it, some people love it, but not me. We use traditional open fermenters. I would say that this is a classic Yorkshire brewery. I think you find small breweries in Yorkshire, such as Black Sheep. If you wandered into there, you would find it looked very, very similar. So our heritage is Yorkshire. We make our session beer, our pale ale, our flagship and original beer is 4.7% alcohol, less than a Budweiser. And that's on purpose, because we want to sell a lot of them. We want people to have 3 or 4, not 1, or split one. So the whole idea of this is to get stuff out in a certain volume so we can pay the bills and go home quietly. We're on our 3,000th generation of yeast, which is our house yeast. And yeast is very mutagenic, and it develops a house character that is unique to our beer. We could post our recipes on the internet, and no one would be able to duplicate the beer because the yeast provides the flavor signature. And plus, buying yeast to pitch, these guys with the cylinder, the closed fermentation, the bottom fermentation, they have to buy yeast every 5 or 6, 7, 8 brews, and it costs hundreds of dollars each time they do it. So we're very fortunate. We do viability checks on it on a daily basis to make sure that the yeast is healthy and happy, that it's not been invaded by wild yeast or by bacteria. But it's a pretty competitive environment. The pH of the yeast is low enough so that any bacterial contamination cannot survive. So we've been very fortunate over the past 24 years not to have any problems whatsoever with our yeast as far as infection goes. Our next product will probably be a viciously dry hopped IPA, which is available in draft now and will be available in bottles this summer. We have a lot of exciting stuff for sale, logoed apparel, including the Geary's G-Spot thong, which is quite a good seller. All of this stuff is available at our website at GearyBrewing.com. It's GearyBrewing.com. I'm a gun owner. I have a license to carry, so
stay out of the brewery.
So stay out of the brewery. I'm David Geary, owner of the D.L. Geary Brewing Company in Portland, Maine. and I'm here for the beer.